Welcome back to the channel. In today's video I'll be showing you guys how I basically farmed monarchs in Anime Vanguard. Before I started this, I basically had one monarch, which was my Sukuna, but now I'm having all the way up to 7. The method's really easy. It's a simple free macro and I'll be showing you guys how to get it and how to set it up. Before we begin, I'd like to mention if you guys could please consider liking and subscribing. It helps out the channel a lot. The goal is to reach 15,000 subscribers before the end of the month, and you subscribing would help out a lot. We're also doing a huge giveaway in the Discord, so join up if you want to win some game passes. Anyway, let's begin. The first thing you want to do is join the Discord. The link will be in the description below, and you want to head over to the Mango channel. You just want to download the AV all-in-one macro. The next thing you want to do is make sure you have auto hotkey downloaded. You want to make sure you get the version 2, so the most updated version, and then download that macro. Your PC may find this as a virus, but I've been using this for quite a while now, for well over a month, and I haven't had any issues personally, and a lot of other people haven't either. Anyway, once you've downloaded it, you should have a file over here, and you just want to open it up. The file name might be a bit different because I am using an older version of it by accident. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how you guys can set this up. So the first thing you sort of want to do is go over to your units and then teams, and you kind of want to start setting up teams over here. So I've already set up a team right here. You don't really need anything specific. So this isn't a macro that you need certain units for. You sort of want to make this yourself. So my last team, I just decided to make into a infinite team. So I just put in 3 monarchs and some other random units. Again, you don't need monarchs. I'm just quite literally just putting them in there just because it's easier for me to set up. But yeah, so how you will do this, right, is you'll head over to game mode. And now what you want to do is go over to whatever you want to set up. So this last team, so this is team number 8. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is the last one. So I'm going to set over here. I'm going to go over to infinite and I'm going to select team 8. So for infinites, it will always be team 8 and I'll select save. But I can also select what planet I want to do this on or what map. And I'm pretty sure for infinite, according to one of my friends, the underground church is the best. So I'm just going to go and select that here. Next thing for my challenges. This is the team I've set up. So Uryu can take care of all of like the statues and whatnot, and he's immune to some of the absorption techniques. So it's going to be Sung Jin-woo, Lancer for the Rupture, Uryu, Lucy, and then 2 money units. The money units you always want to be Takarada and then Sprint Wagon. You don't want them to be the other way around. It has to be like this. Anyway, I'm just going to set this as my team 7, and then team 6, I'll have Aizen for my Sid Kagano, so this will be my shadow farm. This will be Sid, so Aizen to deal with Sid himself, Sung Jin-woo to deal off with some of the units, and just 2 other monarchs that I kind of just throw in there. Again, this isn't like monarch reliant, like you don't need just monarchs. Some of them, obviously for certain game modes, you may need them, but I'm kind of just throwing them in there just to make my life easier. So this is going to be, so 8, 7, 6, so this will be team 6. You get to select the mount you want to use on it. So I'm going to select the Aizen chair because I do have that. And I will just like 30 seconds of saving time. So this is the amount of time it'll spend sort of just racking up money. So I'm going to just set up the challenge infinite Sid, and then let me just set up a bounty as well. Again, it's going to be the same as team 7. You can copy out some of my team loadouts for these if you want. You can also disable redo bounty after fail just in case you're not able to like beat a stage and you just want to move on after that. So you can enable that if you'd like. There's quite a bit of settings that you can like actually tinker around with yourself. I'm not going to show you every single thing because that would take quite a bit of time, but I'm just going to show you how I would use this personally. So this is my infinite done, my challenge and bounty done, and my Sid. So that's the things I want to farm right now. I'm going to show you guys how you can set it up once you've selected the teams. Once you've done that, you want to head over to placements. And you basically just want to go over to whatever team says. Right now I want to do infinite, right? My team 8 is a 1 placement here, or 1 placement here, 1 placement here, and then a 3 placement. I want them all maxed out. And I can select that the skill be Vanguard Sung Jin-woo Nuke Plus. Once you've done that, just press save. Because this is a infinite mode, I don't need to really select the unit placements, I believe. But for team 7, which is my challenges and bounties, I definitely don't need to select the placements for. So if I just go over to team 7, it has 1 monarch, a solar, a monarch, and then a range 3. And I'll just select Vanguard Sung Jin-woo skills over here. And I'll select that over here. Now, for Sid Kagano, it's a bit different. What I actually want to do is, I want to set up the locations myself. So let me just set up the loadouts. So they're all going to be monarchs. But what you can actually do in this one, and you can do it for any map, is you can select where they'll be. So just for this one, let's go over to Ruin City, all right? This is going to be the first unit, second unit, and third unit. So you can actually select. So let's say it's a 3 placement unit, right? This is where the first one will go, the second or the third. Now let's just select the 1 because it's a monarch, right? And I want my Aizen to just be over here. Once I've done that, it's already set up just like this, and I can just press save. The other two don't matter because it's just a one placement unit in the first place. Now, for Vanguard Sung Jin Woo, it's a bit more important. I'll just select the skill over here. Is you actually want it to select over here, right at the top. And then the other two can be placed wherever the macro sort of wants it to do. I don't really care about the specifics there. So I'll just do this, and then save. Now, I'm pretty much done with doing that. All I need to do is head over to farm. Now, I can select what I want it to do. I want it to do daily challenges, trait challenge, half hourly challenge, do the bounties, and then I want it to just repeat Sid Kargana over and over again. You can have these two, which is checking your Roblox settings and checking your AV settings. There are certain settings that you want you want your Roblox on and your AV on. I'll put a little screenshot of these right here. Actually, I'll just go through these as well. Let me just press save because I'll do these myself manually. So number one, so you want your Roblox shift lock off. So let me just scroll up. I'm just gonna turn this off. You want your camera mode to be on default, your movement on default as well. You want your maximum frames to be 60. Camera sensitivity isn't really that important, but ideally you want this at 0.15. I'm just gonna leave this at 1 for now. You just want your graphics on 1, you want your performance quality off, and then let's go over to the Anime Vanguards ones. You basically just want all of these on. You want all of this on just so everything's disabled, and you want your UI scale to be 1. Also, really quickly, display settings on your actual Windows PC should all be 1920 times 1080 and 100%. Other than that, you'll be good to go. So then just press F1 to line up your Roblox. So put it inside this little bracket. Let me also just show you guys really quickly how you guys can set up a webhook. So a webhook will pretty much just tell you when everything's going on with your macro, if there's any issues at all. So you basically just want your own Discord server. So I'll create one over here. So I've just created one called vasper server, and I've been using this over here. You can just scroll down over here, just press add server, and then just create your own server. So once you've done that, you want to just head over to a channel. So it's general channel, press edit channel, press integrations, webhooks, new webhook, and it'll create one just like this, okay? Just gonna delete this one real quick. Okay, so then what you'll do is just press copy webhook URL and you're golden. Just want to head over here, press main, webhook, paste this in here, and then you want to just make sure that you can just right click your username on Discord. So if I just type in any message over here, right click this, press copy user ID as well, just paste this in here as well, press save settings, and then that's done. Now auto reconnect is a bit weird. What you want to basically do, so basically for this, you want to open up your Roblox, you want to open up the server list, press configure on your own private server, and then you want to copy this link. You don't actually paste this in here. What you want to do is go over here, paste your link in the URL, and what will happen is this link will change slightly. So this won't become a share link anymore, it'll become the actual link to join the private server. Press main again, auto reconnect, and then paste it in there then. Now you'll be done. Press F1 to just make sure everything's all sized up properly, and then just press F2. It's now gonna basically just start doing everything for you. So it's gonna go ahead and check if I've done my daily or not. It's gonna just equip the team for my dailies, which is my team 7. Actually, I almost thought I got the wrong team there. I'm not really touching anything at all right now. So it says hasn't been done, so it's already been done. So we'll check again in 2 hours. I was just gonna go ahead and check if I've done the half hourly, because I did set it up to just basically check and do everything that I haven't done already, so half hourlies. Now it's just gonna load in and place down all my units for me. My hand isn't even on my mouse. It's just going to wait 10 seconds just to make sure everything's fully loaded in, and then start by itself, just like this. You may need to tinker around with some of these placements yourself, just to make sure that everything's right just the way you want it to be. Obviously, it won't do it as fast as a normal player would, but it's automatic, so you can't really complain. It takes a bit of time just to find the right spot of the macro, but once that's all been set up, you're pretty much good to go. Now it's going to actually start placing down all the units and trying to win. Look again, it's summoning everything for you as well, so you don't really have to do anything at all. Even with like Mahito, my Uri will take care of that. That's why I strongly suggest having Uri on the team. He'll basically attack anywhere outside of his range, so you're pretty much good to go for any like statues or Mahitos, anything like that. Oh, it's even selling sprint wagon for me. I didn't even know it did that. Yeah, boom, just like that. It's gone ahead and completed that. Let's see if it just goes ahead and starts up the SID macro. The 2 times weekend just like notifies you 2 times the trait rolls, so it doesn't really do anything other than that. So if you forget to select that, it's not a big deal. Just gonna go ahead and check out the bounties now, I think. It just confirms if I've done the half hourly or the bounties. If I've already done both of those, it'll probably just go ahead and start doing SID cargonize. Now it's finally starting SID. So on the right spot now, let's just see if it does everything properly. So that's basically how you just set this all up and basically set up how you want it to. I'm just gonna also show you guys, just press F3 to stop this and you can just pretty much close this just like that. Well, this is pretty much how I do it personally. This farms up my half hourlies and my dailies. It also pretty much lets you max out all the shops in the game. So the raid shops, you pretty much get to max out everything you want. So the trait rolls from here, the trait rolls from here. I haven't even yet started on the SID trait rolls yet. So that's gonna be really, really good for me to farm as well. It's gonna also help you farm up your boss events. Pretty much everything you want is in this macro. It's all in one at the end of the day. You'll be able to farm up all your trait rolls while doing your half hourlies, your dailies, everything that you need, and pretty much not having to do anything at all while that happens. Anyway, I hope you guys found this video entertaining or helpful. If you did, please consider liking and subscribing. It helps out the channel a lot, and I'll see you in the next video.